I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Panthers going up against the Rams.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on first down. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, this is Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll drop to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On first down, this is McCaffrey. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. No, check, Patrick.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Let's go. 319. No, check, Patrick.
Second and goal. Defense digging it. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Three yards to go here on second down.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Let's go. Check.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3, Leopard. 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 Watch him now, Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Back 99 Philly, here we go. No. Let's go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there, 81 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go now. 3-19. No. Check. Patriots.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
No. Check. Patriots. Watch the twist. Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
Now let's go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Back to throw here. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
The play clock's running down. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Play action. They'll throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Danny Shelton. busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jordan Evans. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. An update from Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Gun. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Luke Kuechly coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Halfback sent in motion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Set. Blue 90. Over.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Gurley, handoff left. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And the back goes into motion.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Play clock winding down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Watch one. Here we go. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Touchdown, LA! Ricardo Lewis, 61 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a run with McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Hurry up, Detroit! Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Ertz over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
In the red zone this time.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 14 yards there at a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third quarter score. And the Bengals, they've now taken the lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. Gun! Set!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I got two. Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Check. Gun.
Time running out here on the play clock. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch one. Here we go now. 3-19. Gun.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. The play clock's running down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
Here's McCaffrey, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Let's go. Blue, line it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Bengals scoring again to extend their lead. A win would be their first of the young season. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run with McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Panthers on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big